Hey Giants Nation, thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're going to discuss what the Giants need to do to have some type of sustained success going down the final 13 games of the season. The final 13 games. We're going to go over three main things that I think the offense needs to turn around. We'll get on the defense later in another video. So first thing, of course, is going to be the offensive line. The offensive line is a very weird thing. Obviously, we have Andrew Thomas, left tackle, rookie. People are up in arms because some say that he shouldn't be starting at left tackle and trial under fire, and he should be at right tackle. I am completely opposite. Same, like if you draft a quarterback in top 10 and you are in need of a quarterback, I think you should start that quarterback. Same thing with Andrew Thomas. Get him in there. He has been Bud Dupree, Khalil Mack. Obviously, he had a reprieve with a 49er game, but still that was a tough going. He's a rookie. Let him get his bumps in. And the rest of the offensive line, Zeitler, Hernandez, Gates, and Cam Fleming. They all need to do better in the run game. I do not think that the running back by committee is going to work this season. I think they need to make Devonta Freeman the feature back. He's had almost 2 weeks now to get the playbook learned and practice it. So get him in there. He has had and proven success in this league. Get him in there. But the offensive line, who does really okay against pass protection, are not doing so well in the run game. And all the defenses are doing right now is saying, Daniel Jones, you need to beat us. We're going to put everybody in a zone, or we're going to man up, and you have to beat the nickel and dime sets that we have out there. The offensive line, if they can turn it around and we can get some type of running game, 4 yards a carry, where we're on first down, if we're 2nd and 6, it will help with the passing game. It will help with the play action. And it will also help with their confidence. It's not a confidence booster to have the running back. Poor Saquon, the first 2 games of this season, before he got hurt. The first game, he was just killed. And again, you go back to decently in the pass game, awful in the run. So first, I think the offensive line needs to be fixed. Second, I want to get into Jason Garrett's play calling. I think it's been vanilla. You may say he's putting some trick plays in there, and whoop-de-doo. The trick plays. We can go back to the running game of the offensive line, where you have your center or your guards pulling. Put a hat on a hat. Block the guy in front of you with a running game. Stop getting fancy on all these swings and the tosses and the stretches. Hat on a hat. Get their confidence up, because they're just getting killed by these defenses. So Jason Garrett, I think he needs to put in plays that are going to be successful. Throw the ball down the field. The Giants have had, up until last week, they had 3 attempts of 20 yards or more. Not stretching the field is going to hurt you more than anything. They know that you can have your linebackers, you can have your nickel, corner in the middle of the field. I haven't seen, there was just a couple, late in the first game, there's been a couple where on the sideline, but there's only been 3 that the Giants have thrown more than 20 yards. You have to try getting the ball down the field more. everybody's just sitting in the zone knowing that you're going to throw it. Like Fred Warner when he picked off Daniel Jones last week. He ran the route better than Evan Engram did. He because he's playing that zone, he knows that you're only going to throw it short. Be aggressive with the defense. Last year, Daniel Jones proved that he's got the arm capability of getting it to where the receiver can only catch it. And it's a strong enough arm. If you can couple that with the RPOs that he's doing and a good play action, you need to make more passes down the field. How does Pat Shurmur, who is a very good offensive line but awful head coach, he had Daniel Jones throw the ball down the field a ton. And it's like Jason Garrett just doesn't trust him to throw the ball down the field. He can throw the ball down the field. Not throwing the ball down the field is killing your offensive line. It's killing the run game. Everybody's just, you switch it up. The play where Evan Engram, just a little sidestep here, missed the pitch. They put that on Daniel Jones, and I disagree with that. You can disagree with me if you want. Evan Engram should have had that ball. Back to the deep ball. Throw it down the field. Plain and simple. What you need to do. Now, the last thing I think that they should do is I don't think that their wide receivers who they have on the team right now, I don't think, maybe aside from Slayton, there's any true one or two wide receiver on the team. So let's go through. Darius Slayton, I think he could be a 1. Then you get to Sterling Shepard, who obviously isn't playing. I think he's a slot receiver. I think Golden Tate is another slot receiver. You're not afraid of Shepard or Tate on the edge, or the one of the two. You're just not. Well, who else do you have? Exactly. Do you want Evan Engram to be on the edge? Even if you bring him out from tight end, he's going to be a slot receiver. Engram there, I think he should be a receiver anyway. And I think Caden Smith needs to be in there. Caden Smith and Toilolo need to be your 1 and 2 tight ends. And if you do a 3 tight end set, Engram is a wide receiver. Stop trying to have him block. Just stop it. But anyway, so what you could do, there was Mack and there was Benjamin Victor, both tall wide receivers. I believe they both played for Ohio State. Get them in a Giants uniform. Tall receiver who can stretch the field. That goes back to throwing the ball down the field. You can still run your 4 wide receiver sets. You could still have your Darius Slayton in there, and your Shepards and your Tates, but you've got to have a big look at look at what Wes Claypool has been doing for the Steelers. He's 6'4", he runs a 4.42 40, and he balled out. He's been balling out this season. Good catches in the end zone, good catches on the sideline, good hands. You've got to give these guys a chance. Nobody knew Victor Cruz until Victor Cruz came out and just blew everybody away. So, in a season where you're already 0-3, what is the big deal of bringing somebody in and saying, hey, let's see what you can do for us, and maybe you can make a name for yourself? I kind of wish that they didn't get rid of Corey Coleman, because he was a first-round draft pick. He's got the height, he's got the speed to be an out. And when they cut him, and they only kept 4 or 5 receivers on the depth chart, it kind of makes you scratch your head of what they're doing. You need to have a big-bodied receiver. You need to. So let's kind of look to the future, because this year could be a wash. What if next year? This is kind of there's a couple wide receivers next year who you could go after. You can go after Juju, who is my number 1. Juju. There's Galladay from the Lions, and then there is one more who is interesting, and I forget his name, but that's fine. So, but I think going out, and even if you get a rookie wide receiver, it's at least something where people are going to look at them, because we've got to get down the field more. We're just not getting down the field. So go get somebody who is familiar with a professional program, Ohio State, and who can go out and potentially do really good for the Giants. So that's just my offensive side. You've got a offensive line everybody knows has to get better for the running game. And when you get a better running game, you can open up your playbook. Throw the ball down the field. And when you're throwing the ball down the field, you can get that. You have another big-bodied receiver who's not a slot who could go up and get the ball. You've just got to I think you've got to put a little bit more trust down the field with Daniel Jones and whomever you're throwing to it down the field. I don't think Shepard or Tate are that answer, but Victor or Mac could be. That's just what I think, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Giants and the outlook of this season. Comment below, hit that subscribe button, and of course, thank you for watching.